Have you ever struggled to stay motivated with your learning goal or with any goals you have set yourself? Then the Dwarf Principle is for you. It helps you define your goal, visualize your success, overcomes the obstacles, and helps you to stay on track. And all, as always, in a playful, brain-friendly way. So let's get started.
When you learn it is best to have a goal, the Dwarf Principle developed by the Birkenbihl trainer Magdalena Kuntermann introduces you the steps to take to make learning a brain-friendly experience. The Dwarf Principle gives you the tools for your own personally tailored brain-friendly development. So Dwarf stands for D, for do formulate your goal. W, for wish element. A, for avatar embodiment. R, for room trainer. F, for foe, know your foes. If we want to formulate a goal, we must do it in the attitude level with the overview. The problem is that we formulate the goal with the mind, but in the deep inside, something resists. The reason is that the unconscious mind works in the here and now, and the goals are formulated for the future, so there is a conflict. Daydreaming according to Birkenbihl. You imagine your goal, how it will feel, what you will do. As soon as something distracts you during visualization, you are not ready to reach your goal. You must be able to dedicate yourself to your goal without distractions. Ask yourself the miracle question. If a fairy let you reach your goal overnight without you realizing it, and you woke up the next day, how would you notice that something is different? What do you sense? How do you feel? How does your environment react? How do they notice that something is different? In this way, you are practically heading towards the question, can I see myself properly in this target situation with feelings and everything that goes with it? I have a completely different focus on what the goal is when the goal is formulated at the level of attitude. It is very important, for example, if you want to stop smoking, that you no longer use the word smoking. I don't want to smoke anymore. By using the word you want to get rid of, the image in the brain is reinforced again because there is no image for not. Always formulate your goals in the present tense. So let's summarize the goal again and what you need. You need to phrase your goal positive, and in the present tense, you need to feel good and you need to be able to see yourself living that goal, and you need to formulate your goal autonomously. When you formulate a learning goal, estimate how much time you want or need to spend on it, what learning material you need, and what methods you want to use to achieve the learning goal. It is also an advantage if you have the result in mind and keep your interest and ambition high. The wish element. Ask yourself, who or what can help me achieve my goal? It can't be a person, but an animal, a plant, a musical instrument, in other words, something I can touch. Take a role model such as a tiger, a bee, a flower. Take the characteristics of these animals or flowers and formulate your goal with these characteristics, tailored to your goal. Make these characteristics your own and formulate your goal with this in mind. We can use this to formulate very tangible images. For example, I want to move as easily as a bee. Use this as an example if you want to lose weight. Edelweiss is very stable, grows on barren ground, resists the weather, doesn't need much and asserts itself. You can use these characteristics if you want to stop smoking, for example. Try it out. Choose your wish element and use its properties to help you. The goal must be achieved with the mind and the body. The body is the stage for the feelings, and they become visible there. But you can consciously influence the body and counteract the negative with conscious gestures. Try to interpret the animal, understand it, walk like a tiger, etc. Interpret the characteristics of your desired element on your body. Reformulate the goal, for example. If you set the goal of quitting smoking, reformulate your goal without using the word smoke. You formulate it as if you had achieved the goal. An example: when losing weight, I move dynamically and enjoy it. When you stop smoking, I enjoy clean air and protect my tender lungs. In this case, you have taken the B as the wish element. Smoking no longer appears in the wording. This will be different for everyone. It's about finding the goal behind the goal. You can change the desired element at any time until it fits your goal. The room trainer. Use your environment. This is your trainer. To remind you of your goal, place images of your wish element around your house or on your computer. Have a stuffed animal on the shelf you can see every day. Make a vision board with your wish element. Write little sentences on sticky notes like this you learn incidentally and are reminded of your goal. With the room trainer, you have an active immersion. You establish your incidental learning and implement it with the symbols in your knowledge net. The room around is your resource to guide it to your memory. I can already prepare myself for the foes. Most of times it is routines or habits. For example, when I lose weight, I am sure to encounter a cake, and I can prepare myself to resist the temptation. The goals in Maslow's pyramid are normally in the upper range. Maslow says that if the lowest needs are not met, you cannot turn to the upper levels, such as self-development. You have no energy for it. In this situation, you can make a so-called Ulysses pact with yourself. You think about how you can make a pact or contract with yourself. For example, if you want to afford something, you regularly put money aside until you are able to buy what you have chosen. If we define the framework for achieving our goal in advance and formulate it purposefully, then we focus our energy and act in a goal-oriented manner. For the smaller learning units, goal formulation plays the role of a catalyst, providing the activation energy that helps to overcome the obstacle that has got in the way in the form of the current reluctance. The Dwarf Principle helps us to achieve our goal in a brain-friendly way.
Try the Dwarf Principle out. It helps and is a fascinating and interesting experience. And if you liked this video, please do not forget to like and subscribe, as there is a lot more to come.